if y varies directly as the square of x and y equal to 4, let me take this guy out so that it doesn't confuse you. And then y equal to 4 when s is equal to -4. Find y s is equal to, that is a mathematics language. Is that okay? So if you don't understand this thing, or it doesn't make any sense to you, just hold on a second. Make sure that you stay here to the end of the video and then have a better understanding. Okay, what does it mean for y to vary directly as the square of x? That is the point here. Now let me break it down for you. Assuming the price of one item here is okay. So let's say the price of this board, this is my small whiteboard here, the price of this board here may changes as the material used to manufacture it also changes. Are you getting the point? Maybe let's say that is a wood, so you are using a wood to manufacture this thing, or this is a I don't know, is this one a carbon, or maybe this, whatever you want to call it. So this is the way the price of this body changes as the material they used to do it also changes. But how do they change it? That is the point here. Does it mean that if the price of this material or the body goes high, is it as a result of that the material they used to do it also goes high? Is that okay? That is obvious, right? So that is a rational decision. Is that okay? Now here, that is what all that it means, that to say something varies directly, right? So if you want price changes, the other one also changes. That is just a simple difference. That is what we are calling the derivative. But how do they change it? Depend on the product that you are using. So the product is this guy, I will say the squared of x. So let's say this is all the material here. The material goes all square, the square of that. Is that okay? The square. What does it mean to find the square? This is a very simple scenario. If initially it was $2 here, and then the square of that, this means s by x. Right, and then this x can be anything in this way. Are you getting the point? So don't let this variable or number make you run away from mathematics. Right, so if the price of that item was just $2, the square of that means that it multiplies by itself. Right, so 2 by 2. Is that okay? So that is also 2 by 2. So 2 by 2, that's going to be $4. Right, if it is to be $15, and then multiply by itself. This is a very huge money. Is that okay? Right? Very simple and straightforward. That is all that we are saying. So pay a very close attention to that. And how do you write that? This is how you write it. Because the first one changes or varies directly as the square of x. So this is how you write. This symbol here is just a symbol of what? A variation. How they change it. Right? So straight from your next point here is that we are going, because this is, I normally say that this is not solvable. This symbol is not solvable. It's just a symbol for representation, a symbol that you use to represent a variation. Varies, right? So y varies directly as a square of x. Now we have to introduce something that we know how to solve, and then this is the guy. So of course this is the guy. We've already seen this equal to sign several times, so that is something that we know how to use. But before you change from this to this point here, there must be something. So we assume we are using this letter, this amount here, to buy the equal to sign, right? Just for understanding purpose. So from changing from this variation symbol to the equal to sign, there must be something. That is what we are calling what? The constant here, right? So that is the constant. Very simple. Once you are done with this thing, all your problem is solved. Almost 60 or 80% of your problem, from 60 to 80% of the problem is solved. The rest is just to substitute. So we have the y equal to 4 when this price is, because this guy came and borrowing, because this is a negative one. So when we are selling this board at what, $4 here, that is when this guy, the material, will borrow the material at just what, $1, right? So we borrow the material at $1 and then sold it out at what, $4. Yeah, okay. I'm just using this thing for you to have a better understanding of what a variation is. If you're enjoying this video, or this is something that you want to have a better understanding, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. If you're already on this channel, just give us a thumbs up and comment if you have any special problem you want us to assist you with, right? Okay, now let's replace. Solving this thing become very easy. If I have my y to be equal to 4, we are just replacing the equal to sign. This guy also, we don't know this guy. What is the x? X was -1. Make sure that you put this thing in brackets and then square it, right? So you have 4 equal to our k here. 1 square will still be 1. -1 square, right? So -1 square is equal to 1. This is exactly equal to 4 equal to what? K, because k multiplied by 1, it is still what? K. So here we have our k to be equal to 4, right? Is that okay? So this guy, this is the value. This is how they are changing. This is being changed by 4 times, and so on. The price of one make the other one shoot up to what? 4 times, 4 multiple times, right? Just a very simple understanding. Now what are we looking for? We are looking for the price of the board when this guy we bought a material to be what? $3. How simple that could be. So back from this point here, all that we are going to do here, we want to look, we are looking for this, right? So that is what we have this, and then we have this. This was 4, and then what is the price of the material that we bought? That is just 3. So put this one also in bracket because of the square sign. Isn't it this very simple? Let me know your answer in the comment section below. Once again, if you get some simple idea from this video, you may consider subscribing to the channel if you want to learn more in the future. We love you.